Hi everybody, this is Kristen Vong from Energy Empire, and I am so excited because I've been wanting to do this for a while. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to set up a Zoom with moms so that we could talk about raising fit and healthy kids. But me being a mom of a new baby and having two kids that are now being homeschooled that are in grade 6 and grade 3 and a preschool age child running around, finding the time to sit down and do a 20-minute Zoom call so that I can see people face to face and answer questions just doesn't seem like a viable option, because who knows when my feeding on demand baby is going to need to nurse. So I thought I would come live in here and do an Instagram TV series. So it's going to be a 15-minute zip zap Zoom as fast as I can, get out the information. If you guys have questions, please leave comments and I will answer them as best as I can. Okay, so first of all, what qualifies me to be giving the information that I plan on giving today? Now, what I want to be talking about, and this week, the first topic is going to be focusing on kids' fitness. Okay, so how do we get our kids moving now that we are in this unprecedented time of quarantine? All right, what qualifies me to be giving you this information? Well, first of all, I do have a degree in education. I am a physical education specialist, and I've actually been in the fitness industry for 23 years. Most of my experience is with coaching children in a variety of different sports, coaching them in nutrition, coaching them in fitness, and so I've been doing this. This has been my passion and my life's work for my whole past. So part of my philosophy in teaching and part of my philosophy with what I want to do with my life is I want to inspire kids to love moving, to find what that sport or that type of physical activity that is going to motivate them to move as much as possible. And when I talk about this kind of thing, I'm not talking like let's get kids to be peak athletes. I'm talking about lifelong fitness. I'm talking about helping kids be fit and eat healthy and know what that looks like so that they can have the best possible quality of life moving forward as they are young and need all that energy to keep themselves going, to help their brains for learning as they move into their teen years where they're developing a brain and having all of those decision-making skills that they're going to be learning to do, and as they go into adulthood and girls getting married, getting pregnant, what does it look like to be a healthy, have a healthy pregnancy and birth and be a mom, and all that into as far as life goes on into old age. So that's my passion. That's my drive here behind this series. And this series is going to be, today's is going to be the focus on getting our kids moving during this unprecedented quarantine time. I don't know about you guys, but at my house, I have 4 very busy boys, age ranges from 11 to 4 months. So we've got quite the household here. And typically when our kids are in school, I know that they're participating in daily physical education because that's mandated by our province. I know that my kids personally are walking to school and walking home from school every day, so they're getting that active transportation movement minutes in. My kids are participating in sports outside of school. My son plays hockey, ball hockey. They do swimming lessons. They're doing these other extracurricular activities. Also, they go to the park all the time. They run out to the street to play street hockey with the neighbor kids, and my kids are moving all the time. But now, they're stuck at home. I'm sorry, guys, you cannot go and call on all your friends and go play street hockey right now. It's just not right. And parks are closed. So what do we do? How do we keep our kids moving when we're stuck at home? Especially when we're in meetings all day or on the computer or trying to do our work. All right? So what I've done is I've put together on my website, kristenvong.com, and if you message me, I will give you the link for that. It's also on my Instagram, so you can press on that. Under Energy Empire Kids, there is a post all about this information that I'm giving today with examples of what you can do to keep your kids active. Now, Participaction is the guidelines that I follow. I really love the information that they put out every year. And they say kids need 60 minutes a day of moderate to vigorous physical activity. That means 60 minutes a day, your kids are getting sweaty, their heart rates are up, they're having trouble breathing because they are working hard. What does that look like? That looks like racing on your bicycle. That looks like playing tag. That looks like basketball, running up and down the court. It looks like ball hockey, running up and down the court. It looks like going for a rollerblade. It looks like those activities that really make those kids work. So how are we getting our kids to work when their sports are not on right now? So one of the things that we've done here, which has been super duper fun, is we've created our own obstacle courses outside on the sidewalk. And we've done our whole sidewalk, like the whole street. So we've set up different kinds of hopscotch templates. We've done like tracing our feet so that you're jumping sideways, jumping forwards, going to a wide jump and a narrow jump, 1 foot hops, 2 foot hops. And you can see this, like I said, on my website. I've got links to all of these things. But then first, they're creating it. So they're getting their bodies moving by doing that. They're getting their creative juices flowing. And then you get them to see how fast they can do it. And then you get them to see if they can beat their time or beat their brother's time. And then my kids have written messages to the kids in the neighborhood like, hey guys, do this, try this out. So that's one of the things that we've done. Another thing that we've done, now this is another one of the recommendations by Participaction, is not only that they get that 60 minutes of vigorous physical activity, but they also get several hours of mild activity every day, of moving, just moving their bodies. Okay, so we're at school and we're doing virtual school and all of our schoolwork is on screens. So how do we get our kids up and moving all day? They can't go to the park. They're not having recess. One of the things that we do is kick our kids out. They go outside for an hour. They play in the backyard. They climb on the fence. They walk along the fence. They climb up on the roof of the shed. We got a pretty sturdy shed, and I'm totally okay with them taking that risk. So they go and they have fun. We just created our own cube park, so my kids now have a little play structure in the backyard that they've been modifying and building with. So they're getting out there and they're getting moving. Rain, shine, sleet, snow. We live in the north. It's frozen up here, and we go out no matter what the weather. But another really cool thing that we've been doing is we've been juggling. Now, this is a really cool thing because it's also transferable skills. It's that hand-eye coordination that kids need for ball sports. So my kids are learning to throw and catch to themselves with multiple balls, doing multiple things at a time. Their brains are working, their bodies are working, and it's an awesome break that they can take anytime they need a moment while they're doing their schoolwork. So I've got kids with ADHD. I know what that struggle is like. I am not diagnosed, but it's genetic, and we can look to me for that diagnosis. And I know that I need breaks. I need breaks to get up and move. I can't just sit in front of a screen for 2 hours and power through my work. I need to get up and I need to move. So when I was in university, what did I do? I took push-up breaks. I took jumping jack breaks. I would have my textbooks and my study notes, and I would get on the treadmill, get on the stationary bike. I would walk and pace up and down the halls. I'd do the stairs while I was studying. That's what I needed to help me focus and to help me get through my studying. Now, one of the things that we've been doing, and what I've said to my kids, is anytime you need a break to move your body, you get out your juggling balls and you go practice for a little bit. And they've been practicing every day they're juggling. And actually, Austin has created a tutorial on how to juggle. So if you want that link, you can learn how to juggle from my oldest son. Another thing that I really, really love doing with my kids is having them create their own little workouts. We like to start the day with workouts, and I find that especially for those ADHD kiddos, it is super helpful to have them move before they try to sit down and focus. So one way of doing this is a nice fun dice game. Kids love it. You would be surprised how much they want to do push-ups when you play a dice game. You take 2 dice, make them different colors, make them the same color if that's what you have. One of your dice is going to represent the movement that you're doing. So you write 1 to 6 on a board. You get them to pick 6 exercises. Maybe it's jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, tuck jumps, mountain climbers, whatever exercises that they want to do. Maybe it's flossing. the floss, they do the dance floss, maybe they're doing dabs, whatever movements they want to do, you write those movements down, 6 different things. The other dice is how many you're going to do. So you roll the first dice, you say, oh, number 1, that's jumping jacks. Roll the second dice, it's 6. We do 6 jumping jacks. Want to practice math skills while you're doing this? Your kids are working on their math facts? Get 3 dice. First dice, that shows you what you're doing. Okay, I rolled a 2, we're doing squats. Then you roll 2 dice, and the kids have to quickly add it together and then do that number of squats. Just some ideas to get your kids moving throughout the day. Like I said, I've posted on my website some examples and some things that you guys can do at home. I know that it is super frustrating when you're up in a meeting and your kids need your help. And here are some ways that you can kind of get some unsupervised activities in. If you've set up that hopscotch and you have kids that aren't 3 years old, but you have like older children that can go out on the front lawn and do some hopscotch, you can just say, okay, I've got a meeting, you guys go out, add to your obstacle course. If you're, if you don't have a yard, set it up in the hallway. You can create it with tape on the floor. You can, the opportunities are endless. So if you have any questions, if there's anything that you want help with in regards to any ways of getting your kids moving more, reach out, let me know. I want to help you get your kids moving. One of the cool things that we did was a partner fitness program. And right now my kids are actually working out with their dad every day, doing a full-on workout program, which is incredible. They're getting fit, they're getting strong, they're doing their push-ups, and they're loving it because they're doing it with their dad. They were doing a partner program with a ball where they're throwing the ball back and forth and they have to work as a team, and that gets that teamwork in. But I know not everybody is in a position to be able to work out with their kids all day. And I know not everybody's in a position where they have kids of the same age or similar ages that can do those kinds of things together. So I'm just trying to provide as many ideas as I can, as quickly as I can, so that you guys have some things that you can do with your kids. I hope this has been helpful. Next time, I'm going to come on in and talk about screen time, because that's another huge thing that's going on right now, especially with all of this quarantine life. So meet me back here when I come live. I'm going to be posting this to Instagram TV and likely to Instagram as well. So if you missed it and you want to see more, let me know and I will send you the information that you need. Again, check out KristenVong.com under Energy Empire Kids. You can find this information for raising fit, healthy kids. Have a great day, everyone.